welcome. You're here with me, France the Planet, at GEMINI A.D studios. Today, hanging out with Chaos Doctrine. And for those of you that do not know who Chaos Doctrine is, I'll let the band tell you a little bit more.
Hey, this is Daniel, Dr. D. I'm on vocals.
Hey, this is Phil, bass and backing vocals.
Jason, drums.
Alec, guitar.
All right, there we go. Industrialized thrash machine out of South Africa, Johannesburg. Dr. D, you've got the microphone at the moment. Tell us a little bit of a history on Chaos Doctrine. Let's say not the full 1,300 years, but let's take it back for the last 10 years or so.
I was about to say, how much time have you got? We formed Chaos Doctrine, I would say 2010, 2011, Phil and I and some other guys. Long story short, some guys left, some guys came back. Alec joined in 2013, couldn't get rid of him, so he's still here. Drummers in and out, and Jay started with us about 2 years ago. I think our first gig with Jay was approximately immediately 2 years ago, yeah. So that's it.
Okay, that's the short of the long.
Short of the long or the long of the short, I don't know.
All of you been in different bands before. If we pass it on to Jay. Jay, you're currently playing for a different band, also completely polar opposite to what Chaos Doctrine is. Behind their backs. They also like whiskey. Tell us a little bit more.
Moonlighting for Chaos Doctrine. Yeah, Jasper Dan, drunkest band on the planet.
Super drunk. Check out the hangout and the live room session with Jasper Dan in the links below.
Yeah, there's been a few bands through the years, but no one will remember them. Maybe Azrael is Sorrow. It was like South Africa's second ever black metal band. No, it was 1996.
And just quickly passing on to Alec. Mr. Surridge, how are you, sir?
All right, and yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yes.
You've got a vast history in South African guitaring, music industry, production. Catch us up a little bit.
Started Sacrifix in 93. That was down in Cape Town. Did that for about 13 years. Then started The War Insane with another couple of buddies of mine. That was a short stint, probably from 2006 to 2010. And then joined Chaos Doctrine in 2013. I've also taken on the sort of the recording duties, engineering duties. We're here at GEMINI Studios, built this place for us to enjoy and to record our music. Yeah, keep it in house.
Fantastic. I mean, you guys have beautiful space here. Fantastic equipment all around. You guys showed me some beautiful Marshall amp over there earlier. Score of the century. Alec, when it comes to producing your own music with Chaos Doctrine, what do you find challenging, especially with the last album, Bellum, that you just released a couple of weeks back?
I think the most challenging part is balance. Because we've got an industrial tinge to our music with a lot of loops and samples, you got to make sure that pops. It's not just thrown in under the heavy guitars or the heavy drums and vocal. You got to make sure that it comes through. And so for me, the challenge has been learning how to get that balance between like death metal or thrash metal, whatever you want to call us, and those samples that tell a story of their own.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, rightfully, it tells a story. Go listen to Bellum, the brand new album. Links in the description below. Daniel, Dr. D. So you guys are one of the bands that have a lot of pre-written or written in advance music. I mean, we briefly spoke about Heretic earlier before the recording being sent to me a gazillion years back. And now it's out trending and doing all the things. How do you balance that, considering Alex spoke about balance? How do you balance the old material with the new material, when to release that? And how did you get to the tracks on Bellum?
That's always tricky because we always have like 100 projects going on. So right now, I can tell you that we have probably 4 or 5 brand new songs written in various stages of production. With Bellum finished, we're busy with our next installment of the Chaos Chronicles, which will be remixes, different versions of old songs. So I guess we just sort of rock up on a Saturday and decide what we feel like doing today. Because when you only have limited time, you can't really plan. You don't want to plan your roster way in advance because A, that's fucking boring. And B,
Hold on a second,
it
Dr.
gets
D.
interrupted. You
Like
know what I
I'm
mean?
interrupting you right now. Didn't you have a big whiteboard?
I do
with
have a big
whole
whiteboard, but it's blank at the
Oh,
moment.
it's blank at the moment. That
It's
used to
blank.
be like a whole year in
Oh,
advance, was it not?
That was the planning. That whiteboard was the planning for the EP, what goes on the EP, what goes on the album, and what our live set at the time was. But I mean, like if you plan 2 way in advance, one guy is sick on a Saturday, that ruins your entire plan. So we do have
Get that.
there's always a high level plan. There's always a high level plan, but it's not week by week. But right now, like I said, we got 5 brand new songs written in various stages of production.
It's already recorded. That's great.
Yeah, a lot of it is already recorded.
Can't
so
wait to receive them.
Yeah, it's just trying to balance just having fun with being a structured producing band at the same time. That's the tricky part.
Beautiful. Phil, how you doing there, bud?
How's it?
I know you're not a man of many words, but I'd like to ask you, how was the experience with the new album? How do you feel it's been received? Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah,
No, we don't want to talk about favorite songs because it's like the best songs is the whole album.
Yeah, so the video for One of My Bad Days is really kicking off. It's got like how many thousand views on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, for this album, I think we definitely stepped it up quite a bit from the previous albums, production-wise and mixing and mastering and songwriting. I think this is it's really a good album, and yeah, we still gonna be releasing a few singles of that album, or
Yeah, probably one
Yeah.
or two more before we start. Probably 1 or 2 more singles before we start bringing out either the new stuff or the reimagined new old stuff.
And loads of techno.
And lots of
We should
techno,
really
so
have
much-
gotten
so
those
much-
overheads.
but yeah, every song on that album is it's really enjoy it.
Please talk about you actually putting all the videos.
I was just about to ask
Talk
your
about the video.
your
Paul
creations.
put all the videos together.
Thanks, Jay. Thanks, man. He's gotten rid of your duties now. For real though, tell us
jokes
more. I mean,
aside.
you're some creational mastermind.
Yeah, all jokes aside, I did do the video.
Thank you very much for
Thanks,
doing the
Paul.
video.
The One of My Bad Days video. Just to be specific.
Videos.
I can see Jason really wants to talk a lot today. Tell us more about that creative aspect. When you guys go on stage, it's not just you get on stage 4 members, play the show and go. You've got a whole dress up that goes hand in hand with it. However, when it comes to the visuals, that's something that you create also for behind you on stage. Tell us more.
Yeah, so with Chaos Doctrine, the videos have always, or the visual aspect has always been important. From the beginning, in our stage, in our music videos, that is something we really work towards.
The color palette you designed.
Yeah,
You designed a color palette.
well, we seem to be using like the pale blues and purples and unsaturated
So it's like your brand book,
greys.
but for your
Yeah.
band. Your
I
your
think,
band book.
Yeah, we try and keep like a general theme over all the albums, and yeah, that's it.
All right. Who did the artwork for Bellum? You also created the album artwork. Fantastic. How did you end up with the font for Bellum?
That's actually you.
No, that was my
wanted
idea.
that. It's
That
got
was
a-
my idea.
A sort of a Sanskrit vibe to
Yeah.
it because of the
Because of Shiva.
yeah. We have a
All
song
right. So
on there,
Sanskripty.
Yeah.
'cause-
we have a
okay.
song on there, The Destroyer. So the album cover is basically based on that song with Shiva and the whole nuclear aspect and creation and
fantastic.
destruction of that.
I've got my daughter's name tattooed in that same font. Yeah. Crazy. Nice. Good fun. You said thousands of views on the video so far on YouTube. How otherwise have your music been accepted? Well, not the music, but rather the new album Bellum. How's that been received? How has that been received on various platforms, digital streaming platforms?
I think
Are you doing hard copies, those kind of things?
Yeah, we always do a couple of hard copies, mostly because we love having hard copies because we're old, and that's what music is supposed to be like, something you can touch, right? I think the feedback has been great. I mean, we did the whole build up from Jan to April, all over the world. So we've had feedback from countries that you forget exists, like Hungary.
Estonia.
Yeah, like what the fuck is Hungary? I mean, obviously we know where Hungary is, but like we've never thought, holy shit, my music is being played on Hungary. So that's been really, really cool. I know South America's always, since the first album, South America has always been like 99% of our Facebook shares and shit happen in South America. I don't know if we go well with cocaine or what the story is.
Cocaine and whiskey, baby.
Cocaine and whiskey. But yeah, now we're seeing like a lot of Spain, Portugal, a bit of Eastern Europe, which is really, really cool. You know, we would love to see a bit more in the Far East, like Japan and places like that, but one day at a time.
And Antarctica.
Yeah, Antarctica. I believe the metal scene is fucking huge there.
Massive.
All
All
the
three of those
scientists
people there.
and the penguins.
The blood falls.
Yeah, and the aliens. There's so many aliens there. Anyway, moving on from aliens. That's all I ever want to talk
Aliens.
about. Fucking aliens.
What do you believe more, aliens or dinosaurs?
Dinosaur bones were put there to confuse us. Satan did it so we don't believe in Jesus.
Is there a better answer?
It's the real fucking answer. The world's only 4,000 years old. Wake up, sheeple. Wake up.
We didn't go to the moon.
There's no moon. The moon fucking doesn't exist. It's what Satan wants you to believe. Anyway, what were we talking about? I think I'm drunk already. It's fucking like-
Welcome to Chaos Doctrine in GEMINI A.D.
This is how we
Studios.
write songs too, just so you know. That's why it sounds the way it does.
Zachariah Sitchin writes our songs.
He does. He does. Google that.
Links down there, okay?
Zachariah Sitchin,
There we go.
the 9th member of the band. Anyway, back to real questions.
Back to real questions on the fly. Like I said, this is Chaos Doctrine for you.
Chaos is in the name, bro.
Absolutely. I do want to say thank you to potentially Chaos Doctrine, speaking about South America, because over the last few weeks, now maybe 6 weeks or so, there's been an influx of South American listeners to my shows on Berg Studio Online, Monday Night Metal Madness. So I think that may have been you guys, because I tag the bands that I play and people listen to the bands that I play. So thank you, shout out South America.
South America rules.
I do have one listener in Japan.
want to play there, by the way. We do want
We'll take them. Throw all the money.
And cocaine.
Just money for now.
Just so we can get there. They can get there. I'm not going with. Am I?
Yeah.
I'll go with.
You'll go in. Absolutely, you'll go.
Throw your money at us. We want to go there. But on a more serious note, no, this is Chaos Doctrine. There's no serious notes really. Where do you see Chaos Doctrine? I know you've got the 5 or so songs in production, but what would be the next step? Putting aside the albums, the releases, the chronicles, what is the next step in the band? Are you guys in time planning on touring South Africa before we go to Colombia?
So yeah, I think in terms of where we're going musically, I want to say more of the same, but what I mean with more of the same is not it's going to sound like. What I mean with more of the same is if you listen to album 1, then album 2, then album 3, we're always pushing the limits of how we write, what genres we incorporate into our music, and what technical proficiency Alec produces in that corner over there. So that's where we're going. There's no limits to what we produce. I always say in any interviews we do, like when we write something, the only rule in this band is all 4 band members must like the song. If all 4 band members like the song, it can sound like fucking anything, and that's always been our rule. So Alec has been writing some stuff. I'm tinkering on a little bit of stuff. We're tinkering on a bit of stuff. So yeah, South African tour, maybe, if things come up. Obviously, we always have to balance that with this boring thing we call real life and jobs.
Real life indeed, yeah. Day
Yeah.
jobs. You guys were playing Metal for Africa in Cape Town.
Last year, yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
went
right.
down.
Very,
It was-
very well
yeah,
received.
we co-headlined that. It was fucking amazing. We've been wanting to do that since we started this band, or at least since Alex joined. So it was amazing.
That's great to hear.
Cape Town was amazing.
Big following down there. So there is room to go back down there
Oh, yeah.
and entertain the people. Maybe go down to Port Elizabeth, play Music Kitchen or one of those places.
Yeah.
And a tour,
Or
man.
Durban.
National tour. Durban.
Bloom again. We did Bloom 100 years ago. That was awesome.
I don't think there's any more venues there at the moment.
Yeah.
But we'll find a barn.
Parking lot.
Yeah.
Church.
That's it. Yeah. School halls. There's nothing wrong with the church either.
Church.
Guys, wrapping up real quick. Any last words from you, Alec? And we can pass the mic along to Phil and end off with Daniel.
Yeah, just try and get hold of us if any tours around the world, any tour managers, anything like that would like to get hold of us. Please do so. We'd love to get our music out there and do a bit of touring around the world. Just meet new people. That's it from me.
Whiskey good, Napster bad. No, I'm joking.
No, okay, we're not going to say Biden. Hold on. You opened up a can of worms right now, and maybe this is a different episode, okay?
Napster.
If I look in retrospect, right, when I think of Napster, I think of one thing only, and that is Lars Ulrich, right? Don't you think
He was right.
he was absolutely freaking right?
Still a dick, but yeah, he was right.
He was not wrong. Let's put it. He wasn't wrong.
No, of course. I mean, there's a meme now where it says,
Sucks, but hey.
Okay.
"You don't want people to
direct
download
or-
your music? Make music that people don't want to download."
Yeah, listen to the new album Bellum and share it, and far and wide. And yeah, we're looking forward to bringing us some new shows.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much.
We'd like to thank Sazerac Raya
Google it.
for today's entertainment.
Yeah. That was nice. Thank you. We love whiskey from America. You can send us that too if you would like to.
Dr. D, ending it off with you today. Above and beyond the Wacken metal battles, those kind of things, to stand a chance to go to Wacken's, one of their stages. Would that be on the card for you, not like being part of that competition, but applying to play Germany?
Yeah, it's not something we've spoken about in a while, but yeah, fuck. If the option comes up, we'll go for it. I don't think the kind of battle thing is something we'll ever do again, just because we're old and fuck it. Also, our genre of music, whatever you want to define that is not exactly like the mainstream of metal, you know. And the mainstream of metal changes every 2 or 3 years. So where our sound stays consistent, even though, like we said earlier, we fuck around and we experiment with a lot of shit. But yeah, if the option comes up, yeah, but not through any kind of battle or something
Sure.
like that. Yeah.
All right.
Flavor of the month. There's a flavor of the month that, or the year at the moment, that is sort of being pushed, and I don't think we've ever subscribed to a flavor of the month. We know what we like. We're old enough to have seen
Yeah.
almost
You got the
every
maturity.
genre and subgenre come through. This is what we like playing. People dig it. We're behind you. You know. You don't. Okay. Yeah. Move. Move along. You know. There's a Boss metalcore pedal I've got in the cupboard there. It never sees. No one ever sees it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fantastic.
I think we've got exactly one China breakdown in all of us.
It's been hilarious. It's been fun. Here with me, France the Planet and Chaos Doctrine at GEMINI A.D Studios. Thank you for your time. Keep it heavy. And remember, let metal shape you.